everybody! We're going to read this book today. It's called The Snowy Day. It is such a good book. It's written by Ezra Jack Keats. It's also a Caldecott book. Look at all of the beautiful snowflakes on the end papers. The illustrator is also Ezra Jack Keats. This is called A Snowy Day. The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and he looked out of the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on a snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled very high along the street to make a path for walking. Look at that. All of that snow they pushed to the sides. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow and he walked with his toes pointing in. And then he walked with his toes pointing out like this. Can you see that trail of footprints? Some going in and some going out. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. See the two lines as he dragged his feet? And then he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. See how now there are 3 lines. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, as he hit that tree. That snow hit him on the head, on top of Peter's head. Look at, he walked off, leaving tracks again in the snow. He thought it would be fun to join the boys in their snowball fight. He knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. He didn't want to get hurt, did he? So he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels. When you lay down and you wave your arms back and forth, you get angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber and he climbed up a great, big, tall, heaping mountain of snow and he slid all the way down. How fun would that be? He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put a snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. See his nice big snowball? Awesome. He told his mother all about his adventures while he took off his wet socks. Look at this amazing pink bathtub. Isn't that awesome? I wish I had one. He thought and he thought about them, having fun thinking about his adventures. Before he got into bed, he looked into his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. I wonder what happened to his snowball. What happens when you bring something cold into the warm? While he slept, he dreamt that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. The snow was falling. Amazing. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Isn't that such a fun book? Adventures of the Snow. Awesome. I thought it would be super fun since we read The Snowy Day to make some snowflakes. Look how cool these are. All right, so easy, such an easy craft. You need a piece of paper, a pencil, and some scissors. So you're going to take your paper, turn it this way, fold it in half, We're gonna fold it in half again, like this. And then when you have this odd shape, right, it's kind of like a rectangle, you're gonna take one of the corners and you're going to fold it down to match like this. So you kind of have this strange looking shape, right? So you take this part, fold it down. We're going to then cut this off right here. So I'm going to cut that off. So it looks like this. It's like a triangle, right? I'm going to draw some shapes down here and over here on the sides. Make sure you don't cut all of this off because then you'll have two pieces. I'm going to draw some just little shapes and on the sides, and then we just cut them through. So you can do them square, circle, triangle, however you want, like that. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut those through. And you can make any shape you want. You can do as many as you want. You can do them bigger or smaller. Either way, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna round my corners just a little bit. So I'm gonna take those off. See how I made those round? And I'm gonna round this just a little bit. And then I'm gonna keep cutting. You can cut all different types of patterns into this. And some of them can go much, much deeper if you like little squares. Just wanna make sure not to cut off that edge too much. So here we go. So when I open it, it's starting to look like a snowflake, isn't it? Look at that. So cool. Look how cool that is. So you can make all different ones, all different shapes. You can see right in the middle of this one. Different patterns. Different ways that you can make all of these. You can add glitter or stickers, and it just can be so much fun, and hang them in your windows. I hang them in my window in my classroom all the time. It's a little bit warm for us to be doing that right now, and no school. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.